Hello? Sorry, I had to do it again. That's my stupid intro that I do. Yeah, hello YouTube, and welcome to Shogun 2, Napoleon, not Napoleon. I actually almost said Napoleon. See, that's how much Napoleon I played. And currently I'm seeing things from my cameraman, Oli. Oli, say hi.
Hi there.
Yeah, that's Oli. You've seen him in my games before playing. He's currently playing the Fall of the Samurai armies, you know, the really overpowered ones that they just released. Basically, you get to pay 20 quid to win the game.
Not at all.
Because I don't have the Fall of the Samurai armies. In fact, my army, I don't know if he's looking at them at the moment. I don't know what he's looking at. But he could just be looking at porn right now. He could be showing you a video of porn.
I hope they wouldn't enjoy it.
Yeah, people who watch games are not interested in porn at all. That's really unfair on the gaming community, especially given that I'm one of them.
It's not exactly untrue though, is it?
We can leave that in the comment section.
What, and then get flamed? That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah. Good. But yeah, currently I'm playing as the traditional Shogun 2 army. We have our ally, Morgan Freeman. He's a friend of Ollie's. Don't really know him. I don't think you can hear him at the moment, though. I believe he has been muted. I'm sure he'll, bear there. That's nice, Ollie.
I meant to tell him to go there because he's deploying behind me like some sort of
ridiculousness.
deploying person.
Yeah. Yes, he's there first. I'm not doing this. No, I'm not doing this. I'm not being a mailman for you.
Tell him to go there, or
what are you saying about my black beard?
He'll be banned. He'll be banned from the game.
But yeah, this is a siege battle that's commencing in 2 seconds.
The men are ready to attack, sir.
It may be worthy to note that we're playing on the incredibly hard to attack castle called the Rye Castle.
We're playing on a castle that's a massive bitch to fight. What do they got?
I'm going to list it off
loads
here.
Of bear infantry.
There's Imperials here. We've got paraguns, defensive paraguns, guys. So.
Oh, gee, Christ! But yeah, the enemy have paraguns. You know how I was saying this is really unbalanced? That's one of the reasons why. Currently, the paragons, pretty much, if you upgrade them properly, the most overpowered thing in the game at the moment.
As we can see
and
here,
will continue to be.
That Katana Samurai just took about 30 damage from that. 30 men dead.
Barely bad.
Luckily
though, they've decided to defend the walls with people with guns, so I'm just going to shoot them with bow fire. Oh god lord, the cannons on the walls are opening up as well.
Yes.
That's quite irritating.
Found out the hard way that we do actually have to face cannons on the walls.
Yeah. Things are going to go well. Yeah. Yeah. If you haven't found out yet, the Samurai is really unbalanced against non-Fall of the Samurai armies. And Fall of the Samurai is really hard to take castles off on siege mode. Because they shoot at me like that, oh dear.
Plus side, you only lost 6 Daiki there.
Yeah, that's good.
He's now ripping you to pieces with his bloody shrapnel shots.
Well, of course.
Why, of course.
On the other hand, I'm firing a ton of fire arrows into him, which is nice. Look at those white bears run. Burn. Run and burn, burn and run. That's what you get from being white. What you get for using really overpowered bear infantry armies. And it's getting quite annoying that wall is still firing at me despite the fact that the enemy have no there.
Yeah, I just found out the hard way that actually all of the walls are automated.
Yeah. Yeah, so Fall of the Samurai, it's great. It's actually really good.
It's actually very fun to use.
Yeah.
If you
just that currently it's really badly balanced. Also, Morgan has some wooden cannons. They are hilarious. They cost 250 and they're shit. literally shit, and sometimes they set on fire because the cannon's made out of wood. Affecting.
Actually, we can see a shot being fired here. Let's see how much damage it does. Nah, that's not bad. Did some damage to the tower actually, which is a very smart move there, Morgan. If you can hear me. I haven't muted.
Boom, tower down. Yay. I'm just reorganising my armies really badly here because those white bears came back.
See, he's gone for the clump formation.
The typical clump formation, most effective against massed gunfire and cannons.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, one of its innate weaknesses being the fact that you become very vulnerable to cannons and gunfire.
Shut up. Don't diss my awful Shogun units.
Also, the automated cannons are now shooting at my paragons, which is, needless to say, a pain in the ass.
Yeah, because if we lose our paragons, we are fucked. Especially taking this sort of fortress. This is the hardest to take fortress, probably in the game. Covered in cannons everywhere. It's got paragons inside it. Are they paragons or Armstrongs?
They are
Paragons
parrots.
inside it. Yeah, they are fresh parrots, which is nice.
Unlike my
But they are
poor
still
Chevron
parrots.
monsters.
Yeah.
Which is gonna hit his general, I think. I'm going to blow him sky high.
Okay, that would be nice.
Let's get a nice close-up of general shooting.
Attack, brothers, attack!
Yeah, as you can see, we've already taken massive casualties, purely without getting even close to all the bear units. It's irritating. Going to be hard as hell to take this. Not really sure how we're going to do it. Plans? Ollie? Got any ideas?
No, other than I'm going to lose my paragons in a second because they're taking direct fire from his parrots.
Ah. Maybe fire back?
I thought about that, but then I thought, no, that would be ridiculous, firing back at a threat.
Firing back a direct threat? Don't be crazy. Who would do such a thing?
Also, his wall-mounted cannons are still bombarding me, which is a...
Yes, the wall-mounted cannons are driving me crazy. On the other hand, that white bear infantry that's still on the walls is probably going to get hit from the side now by 2 veteran bow monks and a veteran Daikyu samurai. Speaking of my Daikyu samurai, he's probably the best bow unit I've seen in a very long time. He basically rips things to shreds. Sadly, however, the unit is moving and therefore it's going to be totally fine with being ripped to shreds. Yeah, his unit's lost about like 37 men now. I don't know the exact numbers. Oh god, a big shot.
Yes, that seems to be a common
A
occurrence.
unit is running from the battlefield,
See, this is the problem. Currently, we have to go close, because otherwise our units can't hit theirs, but if we go close, we then fall into their range. And when we are like just in this kind of area where when they're too far away to be hit, they're too far away to hit us, but we're close enough to hit them with my bow units and stuff, they just run away, and then we run up close, and they put units on the walls, and then we get hit by cannon fire, and things go badly. On the other hand, I played a retainer that opened their gates and destroyed them, which is nice. Left ninjas. Currently done nothing. And it looks like we're going for a big push now, to actually try and like take.
We've sent Worgen in as fodder.
Yeah, we're gonna go be a fodder. Hope you enjoy that. It's an honourable job. When I say honourable, I mean shitty.
It's the equivalent of being a drummer, and when you're being melee charged, no one wants to be a drummer.
It's the equivalent of being a drummer in a unit of line infantry. Yeah, that sounds about right. Wow, you're literally Zerg rushing it. It's an interesting tactic.
It's better than being bombarded by ridiculous amounts of... In fact, I'm going to...
Also, what happened as far as the parrot gun duel? I guess yours are gone.
Mine lost. Mine had 4 chevrons and they lost.
Yep, because the gun and artillery units are totally random. Still. I'm sure CA will patch this really quickly.
Much like they patched the replays really quickly.
See, yeah, they've only just been patched. No. Although old replays are still completely fucked. Don't even bother looking at them.
Indeed.
I'm gonna dismount my general. He's taking unnecessary casualties. Speaking of general, really, really effective thing here to people that, oh good god, I'm being hit by artillery. Really good thing to know if you're playing a Shogun 2 general, like the traditional Imasu. I am a very honourable general. Do not bother using anything other than a bow general, as far as I'm concerned. Maybe a leadership general would be effective too, I don't know.
I play
But a bow
leadership.
general
I
is
can confirm
genius.
that.
Sorry?
I play leadership. I can confirm its usefulness.
Okay, that's good. But yeah, I use a bow general and he racks up hundreds of kills because none of their units are armoured.
With the exception
This
of melee.
is it. Sorry?
With the exception of their melee, they're still quite armoured.
Well, yeah. But yeah, basically, bow general really, really useful.
Cowards! Your men are running, sir.
Also, yay for routing his bear infantry at like 70 odd men. A little bit odd. I'm not gonna complain though.
Didn't you put on whistling arrows as well?
Only my general has whistling arrows. But yes, that would be a good idea. I'll fire some whistling arrows towards.
For anyone who doesn't know, whistling arrows reduces the reload speed of infantry.
Yes, and that is incredibly useful against bots because their units have crazy reload skills.
To put it in perspective, think of Shogun 2 unpatched matched-up warrior monks.
I do not know what these are, I did not have Shogun 2 at this time.
Well, you didn't really want to.
Also, the cannons are still fucking well firing.
Yeah, that's not my problem anymore. I lost my cannons.
No, not those cannons, the wall cannons. Those are still firing.
Ah, yeah, they're a pain in the ass.
That's infuriating. Completely infuriating. My general did not manage to fire his whistling arrows off for no apparent reason.
Did he rout?
No, he just didn't fire.
Thank God for that.
How useful. How incredibly useful.
Well, at the very least, he didn't rout.
Always nice, I guess.
Yeah, it's always nice when your general doesn't decide to run away like a pansy.
Lovely. My whistling arrows didn't work or something, I don't know. Very confused. I think I clicked the timer and then because he was like doing all sorts of weird things, it didn't work. A next pretty sight we do for though would be to look at the white bear that's still close to that wall, getting hit by thousands of arrows. Good. Cameraman, do my work.
Yes, you mean this one, which I'm currently hovering behind and watching them pretty much just kind of get rained on.
Yeah, pretty much here. They're not having a good day.
No, they are under shelter, but of course the shelter is not smart enough to reach over their heads.
Well, of course not. That would make no sense. Okay, that would make loads of sense.
And the corner-mounted cannons are still shooting at my Shogatai as they climb the wall where they're mounted.
Those need to be fixed so that like, if you're on that wall or something, they don't start firing, because currently they do, and it's really, really pissing annoying. On the other hand, it does seem like we've gotten a foothold inside, which is nice. You know.
It's nice.
I like
but,
footholds. Footholds are nice.
I'd like to
Comfy.
draw your attention to the fact that there's Black Bear, Imperial, and Kietai on the walls up there.
Well, I still have tons of arrows left.
That's good. That's always positive.
Your general is under attack.
That's pretty much my only plan as far as what to do. And technically, he hasn't discovered my ninjas. And they've taken loads of casualties.
I think probably the wall cannons, much like the wall cannons are laying into my general right now, which is not the
Yeah.
best idea since I have a leadership.
The wall cannons are pretty irritating. They should probably patch that. But you know, CA. Ninjas, go throw bombs at Katana Kachi, Yari Kachi, whatever. Throw some bombs at some Kachi people. Yeah, the units have confusing names in this, unlike in Napoleon, where the names are totally making sense. Shogun units have been discovered, my lord. Thank you, your advisor.
Yes, these ninja are going to get some fairly nice bombs off, I think.
I believe they will, if they ever decide to throw them. Oh yeah, there they go.
Also bombing my kid, my Shogatai, but you know, whatever.
It's alright, they'll die honourably. That's my answer to everything. Look, I routed his units fine.
A unit is running from the battlefield, sir.
So I think I'm going to fire at the units not on the walls, just because I can get more kills that way, and that means, you know...
More kills for us.
Yeah.
Yes, I'd agree with that. Me and Morgan.
I feel sorry for it. I feel sorry for you and Morgan. You have to run up really close, and I can fire over these walls. The one point in which Shogun 2 units are pretty useful. Fire over the walls.
Yes.
Then you guys can buy Bowcatchy, so you know. Complaining. I refuse to hear complaining. Units are better that I have access to.
Well,
Are only 100. Yes, yeah, Oli, go on.
I'm running dangerously low on men. I've just noticed.
Yeah, I think in general the attackers are. They have some fairly okay bits of like katana infantry, although one of them's been reduced to 50 men purely by cannon fire. That says a lot about the cannon fire.
Here's what we like about Shogun. We've got lots of nice dust being showcased right now.
Dust isn't as good as in Napoleon. Dust is way better in Napoleon, except so far, YouTube, you haven't seen any of the dust that I have in Napoleon, because I had low settings on. But I'm getting new computer soon. Yay!
And then the cameraman will be obsolete and will have to be gotten rid of. Wow.
Yeah, I'm actually going to have you executed. It might sound harsh, but I assure you it's for your own good. So, whistling arrow fire, yay.
Also, incredibly shameful display from Yorikachi there. 116 men, and they just routed.
That's not good. That's not good at all. On the other hand, we have gained a foothold. And I am bombarding his units right now. Go on, bombarding.
From what
Fairly
I
good
can
kills.
tell, your Daikys are doing quite amazing right now, aren't they?
They're on 230 kills.
Yes, I
Kind
would
of standard for
thought
them,
so.
to be honest.
Insane overkill of this little Tosa
Right,
rifle.
but they do
here.
cost around 1,500 Goku. A lot. For those of you who don't understand basic maths. Or the concept of numbers. If you don't understand the concept of numbers, please execute yourself. Might sound harsh, but it's really not. And it appears that the pirate guns are still firing. Another thing, they have loads of ammo. Like, literally, like, tons. I'm not entirely sure how this is going for us. My ninjas are randomly routed as well, which is irritating.
Indeed. I am not too sure about how it's going either. Quite honest with you. Doesn't seem as though they have much left, but then again, we seem quite depleted except for, well, I was about to say except for your katana line, but then I remembered what the cannons did to it.
Yes. Well, my 3 Sharon Katana, my really good unit, is still at 118 men. So, you know. None of his men are going to survive that in a fight. I think a good thing here is the ammo as well. We're really, really hoping they run out of ammo by the time I get up there, because my melee units will kill theirs, as long as they don't get shot to shit. That is, however, quite unlikely. They still have ammunition.
They're playing their retainer, which is the army supply line. Gives
Yeah,
us
that's
5.
It's actually a really common retainer for the FOTS units to have that because gun entirely armies, then ammo is pretty essential, so everyone uses that. Not surprising, really. Yeah, getting some pretty insane numbers of kills with my bow units now. We're almost at the point where charging full head first in might be a good idea.
Yeah, I'm beginning that.
Morgan Freeman's got a good idea as well. He's put some of the units. I'll put a flag there so you can see. He's put some of his units on the side. However, they are going to get shot to pieces by a unit of Imperial infantry.
Although he has allowed
Speaking
my
of
red
which,
bears to
you should
form.
all buy loads of Imperial infantry. They're totally worth it for the points cost.
I'm hoping my red bears fire before this katana unit smashes them.
Yeah. Be nice. Put them in defensive doctrine. Yeah, they fire like that. They are firing now.
Didn't get very many kills.
You are, however, going to get smashed.
Yeah, I'm gonna get creamed.
Yeah.
And that would be my last two units, other than my general. But my general probably being worth more than the rest of my units combined, since I have a leadership.
Ah, that's nice then.
I give lots of lovely local morale boost.
From the battlefield, sir.
Yeah, well, I still have quite a lot of reserve units.
Also, Worgen's got a full white bear line, pretty much intact.
Well, that's always nice. Yeah, they are very, very low in units now. They've got Imperial infantry and like a combined where's General's bodyguard up there? I guess he's got guns. Because loads of people are taking the gun general at the moment because the general at the moment are for some reason insanely hard to kill. So you can basically use a gun general as an assassin, charge him out basically in the middle of the enemy lines, assassinate your opponent's general. It's very, very irritating.
I can safely say that at least one of them is a gun general. I can see it firing.
Well, that's fun. Great. Yeah. Currently the game does need a serious patching, but there is currently nothing we can do about that.
I'm guessing Worgen's wooden cannons run out of ammo.
Yeah, it also appears that guy's charging Katana Kachi out. Charging Katana Kachi against units, not a bad idea. Charging Katana Kachi into a gigantic line of gunfire, bad idea. That's why the Katana Kachi is now running away. He's actually ordered them back. They're not even routed. He's ordered them back.
He's realised that that's quite a faux pas there.
Now, if you've ever heard of unit generals wasting men and then generals wasting men, this is a case of them wasting men.
It's almost as if Jelja was their commander. Sly jab at Jelja there. As long as Jelja doesn't watch this, I'm fine.
Yeah, also, my bow monks are totally out of ammo, which is not good.
So
I'm gonna go stick them up as meat shields in front of any of his gun units.
that'd probably be a good idea. Also, your Daikyus are still wrecking his katanas.
Yeah, my Daikyus are great. Oh, one of them.
One of them
Game.
has GG'd apparently. To be fair, I
Right,
don't see them
could-
winning this now.
No, it could quite possibly be the end of the game. One of the few times in which FOTS and traditional Shogun are on a kind of weird parity is the errors that they've quit. Yeah, I think they conceded defeat. They just had so few units. I still had a big medical left as well. I think we'll probably have ammo.
I would agree with that.
Where our opponents and our allies. Thank you, everybody. Say thank you to the camera, Oli.
Oh no, because I'm going to be replaced as soon as you get a computer.
Roll screen there. I think that kind of sums up things when you can see loads more men apart from is the real word made up. Basically we took Eastern losses from Oli and Mr. War. they were working with me. And I did a load of kills because I was acting as support. There you go. Professional summary.
Professional.
Very professional. Just say thank you, no?
Yes.
Thank you, YouTube.
Thank you. Good.
Thank you for watching, YouTube.